If you want to master AI agents in 2026 and actually build systems that can reason, plan, and take action on their own, this video is your complete roadmap. I'm going to walk you through exactly what you need to learn, in what order, and which free resources will actually get you there. I totally understand this space feels overwhelming right now. Everyone's throwing around words like agents, autonomy, multi agent systems, tool use, planning, memory, and it all sounds exciting but also kind of chaotic. You're probably thinking, where do I even start? What skills do I need? And am I even too late for it? First of all, let me be real with you, you're not too late. But you do need a plan. And that's exactly what this video is about. Before we go any further, I'm Aishwarya Srinivasan. I've been working in the machine learning and AI space for the last 10 years. I did my master's in data science from Columbia University and I've worked at companies like Microsoft, Google, IBM, and Fireworks. I've seen multiple waves in this field: traditional machine learning, deep learning, large language models, prompting, fine tuning, all of it. And I can confidently say this: agents are the next big shift in how AI systems are built and deployed. That is exactly why I care so much about helping you getting this right. Now, let's set up some expectation because this part really matters. 6 months sounds like a long time. And honestly, it should. You're not learning a new library or a shiny new framework here. You're learning a completely new way of thinking about AI systems. Traditional machine learning was about training models. Large language models pushed us into prompting, orchestration, and fine tuning. But agents change the question entirely. Instead of asking, how do I get the model to respond correctly, you're asking, how do I design a system that can decide what to do next, choose the right tools, plan multiple steps ahead, and recover when things can go wrong? That is a mindset shift. And it's exactly why people struggle when they jump straight into AI agent frameworks without having a good foundation. But the good news is you don't need a PhD, you don't need to publish papers, but you do need some basics in place before day one. So let me start talking about the prerequisites. First is Python. You don't need to be a wizard in Python, but you should be comfortable writing scripts, functions, loops, and working with basic data structures. If Python still feels shaky, pause the agent journey and fix that first. Google's Python class is free and incredibly practical. Another great option is Python for Everybody course by Charles Severance. It has a more guided structure. Second is APIs. Agents live through APIs. They call tools, services, databases, internal systems, everything through APIs. So if terms like REST, JSON, request, response feel fuzzy, you're going to hit a wall very quickly. So a practical REST API tutorial, especially the one that shows you real request and response example, is enough here. You don't need to become a backend engineer, but you do need to be fluent with APIs. Third, and this one is often overlooked, is basics in machine learning and LLMs. You should understand what is inference, what tokens are, what context windows mean, and why models behave the way they do. You're not training models from scratch, but you do need to speak the language. A short AI fundamentals course is more than enough for this. If you have these three covered, you're great. Now we actually start building. The first month is all about foundations and architecture. This is where you build your mental model of what an agent really is. In the first 2 weeks, your only goal is to deeply understand the difference between a chatbot and an agent. A chatbot responds, an agent decides. That's the core distinction. Agents have autonomy. They can plan multiple steps ahead, they can choose tools, they can maintain states, they can reflect on outcomes, and they can adapt behavior based on feedback. There are a few core components you'll hear over and over again: perception, reasoning, memory, planning, tool use, learning, and communication. Don't just memorize these words, try to understand how they interact. When an agent fails, which component failed? Was it memory? Was it planning? Was it tool selection? This kind of thinking matters a lot. A fantastic free starting point here is Introductory Agent course that walks you through these concepts step by step. Hugging Face also has hands-on material if you learn better by building alongside the theory. Then week 3 and 4 go deeper into the architecture. This is where it gets real. You'll start thinking about how agents receive inputs, how they maintain states across interactions, and how they transition between steps. You learn the difference between reactive agents that respond immediately and planning agents that reason across multiple steps before acting. This is also where context windows, tokens, and memory limits stop being abstract ideas and start becoming real constraints. If your agent forgets important information, it is an architectural problem. So by the end of month 1, here is a simple test that you need to do. You should be able to explain how an AI agent works to somebody who's non-technical without hand waving. If you can do that, you're ready to move. Now, month 2 is where you finally start building these things. And honestly, this is where it gets fun. So, weeks 5 and 6 are about agent frameworks and orchestrations. These frameworks help you manage complexity, routing logic, state transition, retries, failures, and tool calls. You'll see a lot of names here. So, my advice here is simple. Pick one framework and go deep. If you want fine grained control and explicit state management, start with a graph based framework. If you want to spin up multi agent systems quickly, a Crew AI style framework works well as well. Do not try to learn everything at once. That's how people burn out. So, during this phase, build small with boring agents. And I mean that in a good way. Agents that summarize documents, agents that answer questions from a small knowledge base, agents that automate simple workflows, anything is good. You're not building something impressive yet. You're just building intuition. Then weeks 7 and 8 are about memory. Please don't skip this. Agents without memory are basically stateless functions with better prompts. Real agents need to remember. They need to track past interactions, they need to retrieve relevant context, and they need to adapt. So, in these weeks, you'll learn about episodic memory versus semantic memory. You'll work with vector databases, you'll experiment with retrieval strategies, and understand why naive retrieval often fails. This is also where you start appreciating how much agent performance depends on memory design and not just model choice. Then, month 3 is about making agents actually useful in the real world. Weeks 9 and 10 focus on tools and API integrations. This is where your agent stops being a demo and starts doing real work. You'll learn things like function calling in depth. You'll learn about how to define tools, how the models decide which tools to use, how to handle errors and retries, and how to validate the tool outputs. This is one of the most important skills in agent engineering. I would recommend for you to read the documentation, but more importantly, build something real. Connect your agent to a calendar, an email service, a database, or an internal API. Make it do something useful. Then, weeks 11 and 12 are all about multi agent systems. This is where agents start collaborating. You'll explore patterns like leader worker setups, hierarchical task decompositions, and parallel execution. So, think about it like research agents feeding writing agents, which then passes the work along to editing agents. This is where agent systems start to feel powerful and also where poor design leads to chaos. Here, you learn why coordination, communication, and clear responsibilities matter. Then, month 4 is about production readiness. This is the phase that separates hobby projects from real systems. Weeks 13 and 14 focus on evaluation and safety. If you deploy agents without evaluation, you're just flying blind. In these weeks, you'll learn how to define benchmarks, measure accuracy, track latency, red teaming, and control costs. Basically, trying to break your own agent before users do. And you'll be implementing guardrails so agents don't do things they shouldn't be doing. Then weeks 15 and 16 are about deployment and scale. So learn about containers, async execution, background jobs, etc. This is how you move from a notebook to something users can actually rely on. Yes, this part can feel intimidating if you haven't done infrastructure work before. But trust me, even a basic understanding here will put you ahead of most people building agents today. Then month 5 is where you differentiate. Weeks 17 and 18, pick a domain and go deep. Whether it is customer support, research, developer tooling, operations, whatever aligns with your interest and career goals. Generic agents are easy to build now, but specialized agents that solve real problems are not easy to build. This is where you make intentional design choices around data, tools, workflows, and evaluation. Then weeks 19 and 20, you need to focus on optimization. How do you reduce your costs? How do you speed things up? When do you use smaller models? Or when do you cache? Or when do you batch? This is also where prompt optimization and structured reasoning really starts paying off. Then the final month, month 6, is about pushing boundaries and proving your skills. So week 21 and 22 explore advanced topics like agent swarms, self-improving agents, and reinforcement learning for agents. You don't need to master anything here, but you should explore what's possible. Then weeks 23 and 24 are your capstone weeks. This is a non-negotiable. So you need to build something real. You have to deploy it and you have to document it. Ideally, even open source it. Your capstone project is a proof of your skill set. It's what you can show to recruiters, it's what you can talk about in interviews, it's what separates somebody who watched videos from somebody who actually can build agentic AI systems. Alright, hope that was helpful. All the resources I mentioned are linked in the description below, organized by every month. If this video helped you, please do subscribe to my channel and turn on the bell icon so you don't miss my next video. I regularly share AI and ML career advice, free learning resources, technical explainers, and my journey building a career in AI as an immigrant in the US. Do drop a comment and tell me where you are at right now. Are you just starting or already building agents? I read every single comment and your feedback genuinely shapes what I create, so tell me what you want to hear next.